Just took a standing neck shot on a sow at about 115 yards right by that feeder. I was using the new Absolute Hunter bullet, 123 grain. My favorite bullet to date was the Hammer 124 grain bullet, but these 123 grain bullets with its reduced parabolic drag feature really produces a lot more velocity, and that equals to more downrange energy. That sow hit the dirt like right there. I was using the widest 2.5 times native zoom out of my Envision Halo, so I really want to see what type of accuracy that is. If the bullet went where I wanted it to, which I'm fairly certain it did because that hog definitely hit the dirt, I will necropsy that thing, so stay tuned. It's a much bigger sow than what I have been shooting the last couple days. That looks like the shot placement. I'm fairly certain she was facing that way. So there's the shot placement. I thought I was closer to the neck, so that's definitely a spine shot. That's why she dropped instantly. But with a 2.5 times zoom at 215 yards, it's really hard to gauge that. So if that's true, I'll have to go back and watch the video, but that's at least a good 4 inches off. And I'm fairly certain the bullet went right through her. Yeah, looks like she's bled out right there. But let me drag her out and we will do a necropsy. One of the hardest things about doing a necropsy video is getting the right angle. The shot is here. Yeah, and it definitely broke that bone. I could feel that shoulder right up here already snapped. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this area up and then peel that back and show you what that inside looks like. So sharp this knife is. This thing is crazy. So, make sure this is still in the video. Here is where the bullet entered. A lot of bone material right there. Look at that. That's a shoulder. That's all blown out. That hole right there is the entry. Hopefully y'all can see that. Let me turn the hog a little bit. So the shot went in right there and it traveled that direction. And it is about, where'd that knife go? Really? Oh, here it is. So I'll measure this when I get into the house, but it is about the width that goes to that bone right there. So I'll measure that when we get inside. But that's a pretty good fist punch. So it expanded rapidly. As soon as it entered the shoulder and went through that material and blew through there. Yeah, that's all busted out. Let me roll this guy over real quick. This knife is so sharp. Watch this, ready? Look at that. Okay, I missed it a little bit, but it's okay. Y'all can see this. Let me just cut back where the shot went. Reposition the camera. Okay, here's where the bullet exited. It's already starting to congeal right there. Yeah, straight through and through. So not much of a massive exit wound. That's a thumb size right through there, but it is a light frame 123 grain bullet. And then it exited. I don't think there was any material for it to grab here. So it looked like it hit the top of the lung, and it definitely broke the spine. I could just tell by the way it dropped, and it did that. But really impressed with the Absolute bullet. At a distance of 115 yards, the Absolute 123 grain hammer bullet impacted this 130-pound sow at 2,845 feet per second, delivering 2,210 foot-pounds of energy. Compared to the Hammer 124 grain bullet, the Absolute 123 grain hammer bullet has an increased velocity of 315 feet per second at the muzzle, and at a distance of 115 yards equates to over 400 foot-pounds of energy. The Absolute 123 grain hammers are definitely my new favorite bullet. Hammer bullets just sent me their new bullet in .264 caliber. This may just be the fastest bullet I've developed for my 6.5 Creedmoor. I will do a full review from low development to hog necropsy with this new 85 grain bullet. We've got a lot of small hogs moving around this property, so stay tuned for my next adventure.